Cargill. Thanks so much for your interest in my Sales Management Mastery program. In the next 12 minutes or so, I'll walk you through all of the topics that you'll learn and master when you participate in this wonderful online program. First, allow me to give you a little bit of my background. I've been a sales management coach since 1978. I've worked with well over 7,000 businesses, trained thousands of sales managers and their salespeople, and I'm widely known for my work on the sales process. Now, I say all of this to say that I'm not going to share theory with you. I'm not going to share anecdotes or wives' tales. I'm going to give you practical, hard-hitting tactics to improve the top and bottom line of your organization by optimizing your effectiveness as a sales coach. This program is for you if you're frustrated with your sales team. If you're a sales manager that just got promoted and don't have any management training in your logbook as of yet. If you're frustrated with the results that your business is producing, or you're growing your business and hiring more salespeople, but each hire becomes a bit of a problem for you. I'm going to teach you how to avoid all of these headaches as you go forward. You see, the root cause is that there are no universities in the United States that I'm aware of that offer a 4-year diploma, 4-year program in managing a sales force. How to recruit, hire, train, onboard, coach, and occasionally de-hire salespeople. How to compensate salespeople. These are all skills that entrepreneurs must learn by hook and by crook if they want to grow their business. That hook and crook approach to learning these skills is extremely expensive and contributes to the frustration and the stress associated with growing a business. Now, everyone's familiar with sales skills training. That's one of the 3 legs of this milk stool. And all companies have some level of product training. The missing ingredient is sales process management. Without process management, every week, every month, every quarter produces surprises. Some of those surprises are very good. Many of them are not. All of them are not according to a game plan. You see, the reason you need my course is because you probably don't have a playbook. A playbook is a document that you've written that tells your team how you want them to execute their task, how many calls they should make per day or per week, how many quotes and how many proposals should they produce, how many dollars should be in the funnel or pipeline, how do you put opportunities into the funnel or pipeline. If you don't have a playbook that's repeatable, scalable, and produces predictable and profitable results, you will enjoy sequential surprises. And again, these surprises are rarely profitable and rarely enjoyable. What we have to do is create a playbook so that everyone on your team operates with the synchronization that comes from having that in place. If you don't have it, as I just said, every time you hire a new salesperson, you are essentially bringing into your company the habits, processes, and procedures that were successful, marginally or not, at a previous employer. Now, to go along with this course, you can download my Sales Manager's Toolkit. You see, I don't believe in just lecturing. I believe in helping my students implement the ideas that I share with them. So in your toolkit, you have pre-written comp plans, diagnostic tools, you have pre-written performance plans, employment agreements, everything you need to implement a world-class sales management program within your company right away. Now, one of the modules addresses the critical nature of sales time. Your sales force, if they're involved with business-to-business selling, has approximately 173 hours of sales time available to them every business month. Anything that they do that reduces the availability of sales time reduces in direct mathematic proportion their ability to produce revenue. Take a look at the pie chart on your screen. 34% of the average salesperson's day is spent doing administrative tasks. Those tasks should be done by someone other than the salesperson. You'll learn to assign the lowest value task in terms of impact on revenue to the lowest cost employee, typically a non-sales or perhaps a non-sales but customer-facing employee. Optimizing sales time is one of the ways that you can dramatically increase the impact of your sales force. Again, looking at this pie chart, if we took that 1/3 of the pie and turned it dark blue or light blue, sales would virtually double just by taking away administrative tasks. We'll show you how to benchmark your current process because you need to know what processes are in place. Now, I've worked with thousands of companies, and everyone has a process. More often than not, it's not written down, but let's find out what you've got. In your toolkit, there's an assessment called the time and task analysis. It will help you determine the ratios of first meetings to first orders, quotes to proposals, and the other viable and valuable metrics associated with running your business. I will show you how to be a coach. Now, you have a choice as the manager to be a coach, a cheerleader, or a drill instructor. Drill instructors bark orders at their team, but they don't get productive results out of the team. Perhaps they get reluctant results, and they contribute to a very high level of sales team disengagement. Cheerleaders shout cliches like when the going gets tough, the tough get going. We have to avoid all of those. The best teams are teams that are coached by the manager to optimize productivity. To facilitate training your team, in your toolkit you'll find 26 scripted sales meetings. Follow the script, and instead of your meetings being a boring waste of time, remember sales time, they will become productive, skills improving opportunities for your entire team. As you grow your business, you need to understand the difference between order takers and order makers. Demand fulfillment or demand fulfillment selling is a sales strategy where we're taking orders. The customers know what they want to buy before they talk to you. Demand creation selling is where we introduce ourselves, our services, and most importantly, our results to strangers. If your team, if your company needs demand creation selling, but you're hiring demand fulfillment people, you will suboptimize your performance. One message that will come through loud and clear throughout the entire course is that everybody that gets a paycheck from your company contributes to selling. You see, they can either help sell an account or, more often and tragically, more often than not, they will unsell an account. We have to make everyone aware that they're part of a team, and I will show you how to become the leader of the entire organization. One of the modules focuses on shortening the sales cycle. Seeing how sales time is finite, we have to be able to get as many transactions done within that 173-hour time limit. That is done by shortening the sales cycle, which in turn allows your people to process more opportunities. So a big portion of our program focuses on funnel management and how to plug a phenomenon that I call funnel leakage. Funnel leakage is manifested when you, as the manager, know how many leads come in from marketing activities and how many customers come out the bottom of the funnel from sales activities, but you aren't particularly clear on what's going on in the funnel. That funnel blindness contributes to funnel leakage, and that contributes to sub-optimization of your organization. I will show you how to increase the dollars per transaction. Many of my clients have been hesitant to raise their fees, or even worse, they allow their sales team to discount at the salesperson's own discretion. I'll show you how to raise your fees without losing customers. It's remarkably easy, but it is something that many entrepreneurs have some shyness about. You'll have a module focusing on customer retention. Once you have an account, can we get them to buy more often from you? Can we get them to buy more in terms of volume from you? That is a process that should be applied to your existing accounts. As the manager, you should be responsible for making sure that lead generation occurs consistently. You see, business happens at the intersection of trust and timing. If your customers have trust in you, but the timing's bad, they won't buy. If the timing's good, but they don't trust you, they won't buy. We have to have a process in place, and I'll show you how to do this to get in touch and stay in touch with all demographically desirable opportunities in your market all of the time. And that assures that you'll be there when timing is right, and because of your consistency, trust will be created. This is done with a concept called closed loop marketing. It allows you to prosper by prospecting consistently. I'll show you how to use today's technology to fill your funnel and keep it full without impacting the volume of sales time whatsoever. CRM technology is very useful in this regard, but frequently it's implemented incorrectly, and that in turn reduces the amount of available sales time. Now, one of the biggest mistakes I've seen companies make is they recruit good men and women, but they don't have a step-by-step process to vet those people and make sure that they truly are sales superstars. In your toolkit, there's a 26-page long manual, step-by-step scripts to help you screen to find the very best people, vet them, and then bring them on board. And most importantly, that manual contains an onboarding plan. Every new employee should be responsible for proving on a weekly basis that he or she has gained an increment of proficiency as it pertains to representing your product. We have a companion course called Six Sigma Selling, which focuses on selling the results that your team produces. You can improve your top and your bottom line when your team knows how to quantify and present the results that are produced by your services or products. One of the key learning points is, as a manager, you need to be very consistent. And I'll show you how to build a calendar that allows you to operate in an environment where you never throw surprises at your team. Your team wants that consistency, and frequently they don't get it. You'll learn how to define sales processes. As a matter of fact, there's a 60-page manual in the toolkit that has flowcharts, scripts, suggested timings, and workflows for 17 different phases of the consultative selling process. So I've given you a tool that you can global search and replace and have a sales process manual in your hands in a matter of a week or two after you enroll in our course. I'm sure you'll find this to be very valuable. Most importantly, we're going to walk you through a planning process. Most sales managers don't have a plan, and they rarely ask their salespeople to build a plan. Without a plan, you never know where you're going. As John Preston at Boston College said, the nicest thing about not planning is that failure comes as a complete surprise and is not preceded by a period of worry and depression. Let's avoid that. And lastly, I'd like to close by saying, I hope you enroll in my program. You'll find it to be very effective, and you can join us with no risk, because if you're dissatisfied for any reason whatsoever, we will refund 100% of your enrollment fee. As always, I want to thank you for your time and attention. You can reach me at gil@gilcargill.com, 310-447-4102, or salesmanagementmastery.com. As always, I wish you good luck and good selling.